Really, Nintendo? Come on. It has now been almost 2 months since Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity came out, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys, I was disappointed. Don't get me wrong, Hyrule Warriors is a great game, but its story felt really forced and it was really anticlimactic. The thing that really bothers me about this game is why would you do this again, Nintendo? Why did you do this to us? I also don't like that a 6-year-old made a giant death machine. What's the purpose of this? I don't get it. And I also don't like how it contradicts the lore from creating a champion. According to creating a champion, Link got the Master Sword when he was in his early teens. But here in Age of Calamity, we're pulling it out and he's almost 18. Nice going there, Koei Tecmo. I know that I'm being overdramatic, and I know that all this stuff was changed for a better game experience. So I'm just going to discuss what we know about Age of Calamity's lore. The game starts off during Memory 18, where Zelda awakens her inner power. She wishes to protect everyone, and Terrako awakens. Terrako then time travels to the Battle of Hyrule Field and appears before Link. And with this, the worlds are splintered. But the mouse was brought into this world and created Harbinger Ganon. Pretty simple, right? Wrong. There's only one problem that's keeping me from believing this, and that is Astor. Astor is the main antagonist in Age of Calamity, and his weapon of choice is Ganondorf's mouse. Now, if you don't remember, in Breath of the Wild, malice is highly toxic. I mean, just touching it for too long will kill you. And yet, he wields it like it's no big deal. He has so much experience wielding it that it's honestly quite terrifying. Now, remember, the first time we see Astor is in the Gerudo Canyon after Urbosa's first mission. Now, that is about 24 hours after Terrako entered the world, and so pretty much about 24 hours after Harbinger Ganon was created. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I doubt Astor just pulled up a quick YouTube tutorial on how to wield mouse and stopped by Target on the way to the Yiga Clan hideout and to pick up some nice Ganon merch. Now, there are some signs that he might be suffering due to malice poisoning, with the pale skin color and the slim frame. It might be the mouse slowly killing him, but I don't think his physical form would change that fast, and for him to just stop changing and stay alive for the rest of the game, that doesn't really make any sense. So really, Astor's abilities and appearance makes no sense. He should have been in contact with Malice for a much longer time in order to get to the point where he is. But how is that possible? Now, at first I thought Astor might be going to the place underground and might actually be in contact with Ganondorf, but I have the feeling that someone would notice him just constantly disappearing and reappearing. So I'm gonna rule out that option. Also, side note, did anyone else find it really weird that Terrako was found in Zelda's study? I mean, why would the king take away something in order to put it in the place he took it away from? And I know it was on a shelf and Zelda might not have been able to reach it, but there's literally a ladder in her study. Well, the answer to this can be found in the king's journal entries, where he writes that if Zelda comes back from the Spring of Wisdom without awakening her power, He will be more kind with her, and he will also encourage her to study the relics, hoping that they can give her the answers he cannot. So the king just probably put Terako back in Zelda's study. Alright, back on topic. How can we explain Astor's abilities in a way that makes sense? Could it be that Harbinger Ganon appeared in this world before the Battle of Hyrule Field? In Skyward Sword, the Gate of Time has multiple teeth with different symbols on it, implying that the Gate of Time doesn't necessarily have to go to one place, it can go to different places. And since we don't see Harbinger Ganon's malice exit the Gate of Time, I think it's safe to assume he arrived in that world at an earlier point. Harbinger Ganon then selected Astor to be his servant, and over time, as Astor was more exposed to the malice while learning how to wield it, it started to take a toll on his body. And Harbinger Ganon also probably made several attacks on Rito Village instead of just the one, saying that the Ritos were so paranoid that they were even willing to attack Hylian soldiers. And who knows, maybe Harbinger Ganon was the one who prevented Link from getting the sword as a kid as a way to try and prevent the destruction of the Calamity. I mean, you saw how serious Astor was about keeping Link away from the sword. So, in conclusion, Harbinger Ganon appeared in this world at an earlier time and tried to pull the strings to tip the scales in his favor, but unfortunately, he was not successful. And that's my theory on when Terako first entered this world. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that it's pretty much probably not actually true and me pretty much just being really picky, but it's something that came to mind and I thought I'd like to share it with you guys. But what do you guys think? Did Terako come at an earlier time? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I'm Asper and I'll see you later.